What's up, everybody? I'm back here with the '98 Lamborghini. I was missed an oil change, evident here, and I decided to attack because my car's up on the jacks here. Hold on a second. Let me get this thing going the right way, real quick. I earned this thing right now, okay? I don't know if anyone seen my previous videos. I'm parched. See my previous videos. I was talking about doing a sway bar upgrade to the front of my '98 Accord. Now, the Honda community, and specifically the Gen 6 Accords, I don't think anyone's covered this yet. And for good reason. It is a miserable, arduous process to getting that thing out. I didn't unbolt wheels. I didn't unbolt anything else besides the sway bar end links and the caps that hold down the sway bar to the frame. That's the original sway bar right there. Boy, that's the upgraded Nolithane. If you want the part number, hit me up. It says heavy duty on here. I'm thinking it's gonna make my car a lot more stiff. That's the part number right there. It's already in the car. So the crazy thing is here, I didn't unbolt the wheels. I didn't unbolt nothing else. The trick here is going to be you move the front sway bar and you want to wiggle it out. I'm going to show you right now the best I can. It's complicated, but just stick with me here. So let's get under the car. I got my light too to show you my bad oil leak issues I have. Okay. So, oh boy. That's about as good as this is going, okay? So, there it is. It's chilling, ready to get bolted up. And it looks beefy, man. Look at that. Let's see. Look at that thing. Bolted in. I just got to put the caps on and I'm good to go. Yeah, it looks like shit under here. I know that. See, both ends are getting chipped up. Because this thing weighs a ton, man. It's the most cumbersome thing I've ever had to move around, aside from a transmission. And I'm not even kidding about that. So what I did to get this thing out, okay? Because seriously, it's a nightmare. The stock sway bar, what you want to do is after you unbolt it on both ends, you're going to turn it, say this, my fingers is a sway bar here. You're going to turn it like this, and you want to run it down the length of the exhaust. Hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully this video is even going right. Either way, whatever. You want to run the stock sway bar the length of the exhaust so it's now parallel. And you want to wiggle it around, and you just want to, mess around with it enough towards that back, stupid resonator back there, enough to where you can get it to spin and drop over to this side. Now, I know that doesn't make sense. I know that doesn't make any sense. But when you get that sway bar loose, if you're a lazy bastard like me that don't like taking wheels off ever for anything other than changing a tire, you'll see what I mean. So you want to slide it down that way, disconnect it, push everything that way, and eventually you can get it to come across over the pencil exhaust that I have here. If you're able to quick connect your exhaust, hey, even better. Fortunately, some asshole cut my catalytic converter off before I bought the car, which is the reason I'm able to get the car in the first place. But this thing is beefy as hell. I can't wait to see how this thing does on the streets. Keep in mind, I do have an upgraded rear sway bar, the same company, Nolithane. And that was a good upgrade from the get as well. Let's go look at that. Boy, it's been a doozy of a day. Of course, like any gearhead bullshit, your goal is always to just crack your back while you do. When you get on the ground like this, you want to crack your back a little bit too. Anything any gearhead does starts with an idea. You buy the parts, you order the part, you get the part sits for like 6 months, right? Or 4 months. If you're as pathetic as I am as at getting things done. There's my rear sway bar. That one was a breeze to put in, honestly. No problems there. Made a big difference. Turn-in's good. I do worry about fishtailing a little bit with this thing because it is pretty stiff on the back. But with the front upgraded, it's going to complement things nice. Still haven't done nothing with this exhaust. The car doesn't make crazy power, so I'm not really worried about making huge power gains. I just want to make it more fun to drive. And honestly, the stock sway bar is pretty good. I think it's, what is it, 17 millimeter? I don't even remember, man. My brain is fried from trying to swap this thing out. I know some people complained about the fisheye last time, so I opted to not have the fisheye lens on this thing. Got a little camera here, which is nice. Just a phone. It's just a phone, not too fancy. I'm a lazy dude that likes to drive cars fast and fun, but if it involves me having to take off too much shit, I will find a way to make it so I don't have to take that shit off. Where's that beer at, man? I'm telling you, the beer break in car shit is not a joke, man. You have to take a break. If you don't drink, you know, just drink whatever you got to have to just kick back and have something else. Anything about this car, just change the oil, full synthetics. Pop that Wix filter back on. I was gonna do my gear oil, the genuine Honda MTF, but the car is at an angle, as you can see here. It's on an angle, which is not gonna be very helpful in terms of getting the transmission oil level and safe. So here's the actual upgrade bushing links here, or the sway bar kit that comes with it. The company's great, man. I haven't heard anyone. Good luck finding anyone installing this sway bar on a 6th gen Honda Accord. It isn't out there. No one. I'm the first one. I guarantee. I'll put money on that. Anyone else is bullshitting you, man. This shit was no joke. So here's the company. I didn't even bother looking at these instructions, man. Honestly, I got to the point where I was either gonna have to reroute that thing back on. Nothing. That's the company. Here's the part number for the sway bar kit. Maybe it's backwards. I don't know. Here is the general instructions for sway bar bushing drop links. I mean, you know what it is, man. Just put the shit in. They do give you, I apologize for this video. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to work out well. Might be flipping around a lot. High performance bushing lubricant. Always lube up, dude. So let's go under here and see what's left here to do. I'm going to slide in a little further this time. This shit looks badass. I'm really stoked to be able to say that I have the front and rear on pretty much entirely. I chipped the shit out of it, which is a bummer, but you know, that's the way it goes. Sometimes when you're working on shit, you got a newer, I mean, either it's gonna fit or it's not. And honestly, the sway bar ain't gonna matter how it looks down the road. You know, see the chips right there? Some chips and all that. I'm not tripping, man. Look, I'm not tripping. I don't care. Just get the thing in, drive it. I'm never taking this thing off again. I don't care what happens. I ain't taking it off. This thing is big, dude. Like big. Here's my finger. I forget. I don't even remember the size. I look like an alien right now. But yeah, so sway bar's in. I'm just gonna bolt it in and call it a day. Take it for a spin. I can't believe I got it in. Oh, that was the other part I wanted to mention. So, to get it in, after you take the old one out through the back exhaust here, what I did is I laid here where I'm at, and I slid it over to the right, passenger side of the vehicle here. And what I did is even with the ramps here, I was able to get it in through here on this side. You know, benching that thing. And I'm telling you, it is horrible getting this thing in. But I did it. I managed to worm it over the top of the cat here, and you know, I just wiggled it as I went, and just kind of saw my opportunities a little bit. and eventually got it to slide over. And honestly, when it did slide over, I was in disbelief because I was ready to be bolting back the original shit back in, because that's how car stuff goes. It never works. But when it does, that's beer 30, man. So if you like these videos, man, please subscribe. I'm doing more shit with these cars. Trying to see what these things can do. They're a great chassis. A lot of interest in the cars, and no one's documenting nothing with these things, so which is why we're doing the video now. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And please subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000. I'm close. If you can, I'm going to make more videos here. And we'll see the next video and when I talk about how this thing turns out. What am I looking at? My eyes are, I'm done. My brain's fried. All right. Thanks for watching. Flip.